Dear students, I welcome you to the second live session of the course Sustainable Power Generation Systems. So, in this session, primarily I will talk about the content covered in different modules, and in this period, module 6 to 10 has been addressed. And in module 6, biomass power generation has been discussed. And in module 7, fuel cells and hydrogen technologies, followed by geothermal energy in module 8. And in module 9, ocean thermal energy conversion systems has been discussed. And in module 10, tidal and wave power technology has been elaborated. So primarily under module 6, we have started with biomass resource and its conversion routes, and then how this biochemical process can be applied for power generation and value-added product. And then design of biogas plants, how a biogas plant can be designed for a particular size. This has been elaborated. Then after, thermochemical conversion processes has been discussed, and primarily emphasis were given to the pyrolysis and gasification processes. And then we have discussed about the design of biomass gasifier, then advanced technologies associated with gasification technology, and then challenges of handling biomass, and then as a whole biomass conversion systems. And these discussions were included while taking the individual lectures under these modules, like what are different reactions takes place. For example, oxidation reaction, partial oxidation, then Boudard reactions, water gas reaction, and then methane production reactions. So all the reactions are shown here, and these were elaborated individually in those lectures. And also you can see like what happens in the different processes, like drying, pyrolysis, combustion, and reaction, and what temperature it happens and how it happens. This has been elaborated. And as far as biomass power plant is concerned, we can actually classify into three broad categories, or maybe segments. One for reactor, and second one is for cleaning system, and third one is for energy conversion. That means engine. So what kind of reactor is required for requiring what capacity? Say, for example, if your requirement is say 10 kilowatt, 20 kilowatt, then we'll go for fixed bed biomass gasifier. If our requirement is beyond 500 kilowatt, then it is suggested to have a 2 days bed kind of biomass gasifier. Then once gas is generated, that has to be clean and cold if we are utilizing in power generation purposes. Otherwise, if our intention is to use the gas for thermal applications, then there is no point of cooling and cleaning. So directly the gas what we generate in the thermochemical conversion process or in the gasifier, that can be applied for no thermal energy generation. Otherwise, this step, cleaning step, is very, very important. And then the gas, once it is clean and cooled, we need to check whether gas is of a high purity. So that can be checked by holding a flame here in the tower, and we can see the bluish flame. Once it is confirmed, then we can close the valve assembly and open this valve for introducing to the gas engine. And before it goes to the engine, so gas bag filters are also attached, because some unwanted particle might have to be might be present there, that has to be cleaned before introducing to the engine. Otherwise, it will be impacting the engine combustion behavior. So as a whole, it looks something like this as far as complete power production unit by using biomass is concerned. And that's how it's cleaning and complete removal of particulate material, and third is essential for internal combustion engine applications. And for spark ignition engine, it can operate with producer gas alone, but for compression ignition, it operate in dual fuel mode. And also we need to check the purity of the gas before we use in engines. And also you can see the different applications here, if we're using or we are targeting for internal combustion engine, then particulate matter should be less than 50 microns or within microns and 50 milligram per normal meter cube. And for gas turbines, it is less than 5 microns, and for molten carbonate fuel cells, it will be less than 3 microns. And this is whole good for solid oxide fuel cell as well. And for tars, alkali metals, and then no nitrogen species, then sulfur species, though these are specified for a particular application. This has been discussed extensively in the lecture times. So I'll just pick some of the important information which are really important as far as combustion and particular application is concerned. So tar and particulate level of gasifiers, like in updraft, what could be the limit, like lower limit and higher limit, and then what could be the representative range, like 0.1 to 0.2 gram per nm cube. And for tar is about 0.04 is the minimum, and then maximum is about 6 gram per nm cube, and representative range is from 0.1 to 1.2. So accordingly, you can see for other biomass gasifiers, the range of particulate loading and then tar loadings. So in module 7, we have discussed about fuel cell and hydrogen technologies, starting with the conception of working of fuel cells and its classification, and how we can define an efficiency of fuel cells, what are the concept of fuel cell power plants, then hydrogen and its properties, what are the different techniques of hydrogen production, and what are the ways of storage and different applications of hydrogen. So all the components were elaborated in this module. And in module 8, geothermal energy conversion systems were presented, starting with the fundamentals of geothermal energy, then its methods of harvesting and applications, and then analysis of geothermal resources. Of course, we have considered numerous numerical examples to strengthen the understanding of its functionality and the techniques of solving the problems. And of course, design is included while discussing this. So this is quite interesting figure. Why I'm bringing this here? Because see, while drilling for oil and gas, actually, we're getting 3 types of energy at the same time. So one thing is thermal energy from the heated fluid. Then we have hydraulic energy from the high pressure involved in the reservoir, and then chemical energy from burning of methane gases. So as you know, when we are taking the gas from the underground reservoir, and these are stored at very high pressure. When we drill it, it come up the gases with all those petroleum products come up at a very high speed, because these are stored at very high pressure. Okay. And this can be categorized in 3 different forms. So some energies are not anticipated, but we are getting it free. So that's how this system is quite interesting, and why it is called geopressurized resources, and why this technology is so important. All the components will elaborated in the discussion. So in module 9, ocean thermal energy conversion systems were discussed. So how this can be classified, and then what is the working of these OTEC technologies, As far as working of this technology is concerned, we try to maintain a temperature difference of minimum of 20 degrees Celsius. Then only we can suggest this technology. So since our purpose is to generate electricity by using this technology, so we need to have this minimum temperature difference of 20 degree. So once we achieve it, then we can actually operate the organic Rankine cycle and we can produce electricity out of it. And also, we have studied the present status and environmental impacts of these technologies at the end of the discussion. And in module 10, tidal energy conversion systems were discussed, and starting with its origin, the nature of tides, then working of tidal energy, then its analysis, how we can build the tidal energy, and of course, design of the plants, and what are different types of ocean tides, and its energy conversion schemes, and also limitations. So how we can use the tide, like when there's a no high tide, then what happens? There'll be compression in the no piston cylinder assembly, and when there's a low tide, then the expansion will be there. So and because of that, no volume of water displacement, we can pump the water to high altitude and we can store it. And when there is a requirement, then we can use it for power generation. So we can see like how this round trip efficiency can be calculated um, uh, for sustainability issues. So these all the aspects were discussed in this module. So also we have addressed all the queries in the discussion forum raised by the students. And now I'm opening the forum for discussion. If you have any questions to be asked, then you can please raise the questions. I'll be happy to answer the queries. So there are questions like the patterns of questions like it is MCQ questions, but no weightage of the questions will be different because there are different components were discussed. So it cannot be a single or similar type of questions. But what I suggest you please exercise and practice all the um, assignments and also the videos. Rigorously you listen and exercise some of the important some of the no long questions so that no it will be easier to solve the short questions. Yeah, maybe 5 more minutes we can wait. Maybe we can stop here since there is no question. So thank you very much.